Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So it's a very quick video just about a marketplace which is launching. So this is the VIV3, I guess that's how it's pronounced. VIV3. I think it's sort of looking like any. If you actually look at the URL, it's actually a 3, so it could be called VIV3, I suppose. But let's go for the VIV marketplace. So this is a marketplace which is kind of currently in beta. So the URL, which is in the notes below, is beta, showing it's a beta. But what's interesting about this is the marketplace is running on the Flow blockchain. So the Flow blockchain is the new blockchain from Dapper Labs, the people behind CryptoKitties. The only DApp, the only product that is currently live, as far as I know, on the Flow blockchain, at least publicly live, is this NBA Top Shot, which is this video collectible kind of project about the NBA. There's going to be a game on that as well later on in 2021. But I guess what's interesting is if we look at these kind of headline art images, we can kind of see how the marketplace is going to get filled up in early 2021 at least. So at the moment, all the NBA Top Shot market stuff is happening within that DApp. So it's currently browser interaction, and there's a marketplace where you can trade these moments. There's Chain Monsters, a game that's been knocking around for a number of years actually. Started out, as most of these projects have done, on Ethereum. Did a Kickstarter, raised a few €100,000, so they're going through a kind of bulking up kind of development phase, I guess, at the moment. This is very much like a kind of Pokemon style game, as in a Pokemon kind of Game Boy style pixel kind of side-scrolling, top-down sort of thing. So I doubt that's going to be happening anytime soon in terms of the game. I think there actually might be an alpha out, but in terms of this is potentially a fairly large project. The other stuff is more interesting because I guess we have all heard of CryptoKitties. They recently, I won't say recently, probably now about 6 months, maybe more longer ago, 6 months I think, did a collection with Muse. So the Muse members of the Muse band were kind of represented in a CryptoKitty style. So the CryptoKitty one is interesting because it still is the biggest NFT project in the history of blockchain. It's done about $30 million worth of trading. The problem is that all of that, not all of that, but 90, probably 95, probably more than 95% of that trading happened in the first 2 months. So in 2017, in kind of December 2017 and January 2018, which up to that point was the all-time high for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Particularly in 2020, the gas prices going up for Ethereum have pretty much killed CryptoKitties, although it had lost a lot of its support up to that point anyway. But we are going to see a kind of resurrection of CryptoKitties in 2021 because they are coming to the Flow blockchain. Not quite sure how the bridging mechanic is going to be, but basically you'll be able to take your Ethereum-based CryptoKitties and they're either going to be escrowed, as in locked up in a contract, or burnt, as in destroyed, and then they will be resurrected in a new form on the Flow blockchain. I don't know, it's an interesting one to think of whether they will be escrowed or burnt. Obviously, one is reversible and one isn't. But anyway, we'll see. I imagine Dapper Labs is going to be focusing everything on the Flow blockchain, so my gut feeling is they will be burning CryptoKitties rather than escrowing them or locking them. So that's an interesting one to come because there's a lot of value in CryptoKitties that has basically been dormant now, but we're seeing now for the last 6 months that NFTs are hot. So a resurrection of CryptoKitties on a fast blockchain with no gas fees could be pretty significant, I think. Other things we've seen, this bizarre UFC Ultimate Fighting Champion. So this is another license that the Dapper Labs have signed up with this kind of fighting. Professional fighting sort of organization, I suppose. I guess we can see a little bit of how this has been represented. This sort of thing has been represented in NBA Top Shot, I'm not quite sure if this is going to be video clips. That would be pretty brutal, seeing these guys smash each other into little bits. Compared to basketball, is a bit more kind of sets itself up with a whole history of different sort of moves, whereas this is just people beating each other into bloody pulp. So this may be more based around actual fighters, maybe. I don't know. There's no. I've not seen any details about that yet. Yeah, we can see here it's coming soon, and if I want to, I can hit notify me, and I will get an email when that is going to go live. So that's what's going on. It's interesting, I guess, to see what is here at the moment. What on earth this stuff is, absolutely no idea. I'm assuming this is all people who have actually created these. At the moment, you can't really. It's not very clear how you go and create stuff. So it's not. I guess at some point you'll be able to just mint your own NFTs like you would do on Rarible or OpenSea. At the moment, I don't think that's there yet, and I would doubt very much there is much trading of these things going on. This very much looks like kind of sort of placeholdery type stuff. Although Jeff Davis is obviously using algorithmic processes to, I'm assuming that this, from what it looks like, this is some sort of audio project, because I don't think he's going to sell that artwork. Hey ho, what do I know? So anyway, I guess it's good to see. Every blockchain needs a good marketplace. Definitely, we've seen that with OpenSea, which has been for a number of years on Ethereum, and I guess particularly with the crypto art side of things, with Maker's Place and Rarible and Async Art, and all these other ones, known origins. There's quite a lot on Ethereum. There's quite a deep ecosystem of marketplaces. Rarible, obviously, again. So Flow in time will need, I think, a number of marketplaces. There's not really any, marketplaces. You do want to distinguish between the different marketplaces want to work in a different way. But I say this is. I mean, it says it's in beta. It's not. I mean, until the Dapper Lab stuff goes live on this, then there's not going to be any activity, and it'll still even then be interesting, because some games like Axie Infinity, most of the marketplace action happens through the marketplace rather than through its own integrated marketplace than OpenSea. Again, CryptoKitties has a lot of trading through the DApp, through the browser, the CryptoKitties browser kind of interface. So how much of that activity will happen on a third-party marketplace? That is not clear. That kind of evolves out of the community that is built on the blockchain, and obviously it's much too early for us to see what's going on there. But anyway, you can sign up, and I guess if you wanted to, you could start buying some of this if you if you were really ambitious. But I think for the rest of us, or certainly for me, CryptoKitties will be the interesting one. So we wait and see what happens there. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. This is Blockchain Gaming World, where we pick apart the activities in blockchain as it relates to gaming. Hope you find this stuff as interesting as I do. If you do, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. See you soon.